Hello, hello, can you hear me? Trying to figure this out. I've not done comms in a while, and I'm pretty new to Dash. So y'all probably know more about it than I do. I did not catch the first two races, so don't know how they went, but I know these two players are fantastic. So this should be an exciting finale to this 3-game set. This race should be kicking off pretty soon. Still trying to remember if I'm better in sync watching Twitch or watching the Discord stream, though. Don't want to spoil things too early. Alright, and we're off. So as usual, we're going to start at the ship, make our way down to the morph ball location, where we'll see morph either in its vanilla spot or in the Blue Bryn high jump-ish location. The Discord? Cool, thank you. Pretty even so far at the start. Both got a moonfall jump. Or drop. And we got a reserve tank. That's interesting. Probably not what you want to see early on. So that means we'll be getting the morph ball off to the right here, and then the question, of course, is, are we going to find power bombs? Alright, both getting the D boost. Nikplayer taking a couple tries, and we do have power bombs, so that's nice. So we will be checking the meme route door, most likely. So getting a little bit of health, because those side hoppers do 80 damage per hit. You don't want that. How did the first two races go? I did miss them. Alright, and meme route item is missile, so we are on the lookout for supers. Meme route door is Kraid's lair. So ideally we'll find a boss we can kill, which would be Kraid or Fantoon at this point. Otherwise, it's a pretty unfriendly backtrack to have to come back here if it's Ridley or Dragon, which cannot be killed at this point. Appreciate it, Spike. So, God route for Nitro on the first one. I mean, that's pretty common for Nitro. And then God route for Nick on the second one. See what we got here. And it's Ridley. So we got Ridley at Kraid's lair, so we will have to come back for this. So that means our next stop's probably heading up to Bombs. Or Bomb Chorizo. Nitro. Okay. Ooh, lucky power bomb drop there. That would've been rough. So Nikplayer is choosing, I believe, to restart because they would not have had enough power bombs to escape that room without the lucky drop. That's crazy. So that's crazy for Nitro. So Nitro having an early, probably like 4-minute lead, I want to say. Interesting knowledge in them too. I would not have known that. Alright, we got high jump boots at Bomb Chorizo. Now personally, I do not like high jump boots for the early game, but being that this is area rando, we'll see what that leads us to. Ship save, so probably won't see Gauntlet. Probably gonna head over to Terminator, see what that major is, and those two portals. And I don't think it's a 4-ish minute time loss like I thought. Probably only a minute or two at the most. And we got a Spazer beam. And our right side criteria is to red tower, so that's a good one. You definitely want to find red tower. I think there's, what, 6 transitions in red tower, so very good to find. And we got back a wreck ship on the left side, so that's not quite as nice. We don't want to use that one if we can avoid it. So we're going to find this, follow this red tower portal. Check a couple more, probably check the Spazer item, hopefully. And we got green bin, which is also another one that we want to have because there's a lot of items there. The question is, do we check the red tower portals or do we follow green brand and check the items? Nice down backs from Nitro. We got power bombs there, so still looking for supers. And charge, okay. Left side of business center. Another red tower. Oh, wait. There you go. Sorry, I'm trying to get my setup situated here. So we're going to follow red, green brand. Check the items here. Being that we're super locked, though, I want to make sure that we are not locking ourselves on the west side of green brand. Alright, we got the bottom of West Meridia portal there on the east side, right side of Business Center. And an E-tank. So starts the journey of how many E-tanks are we going to find before something relevant? So far, fairly linear. Nitro saying no to those missiles. We have charge. We'll probably, once we get supers, try to grab at least 30 to make sure that Ridley is an easy kill, especially if we don't find any beans. And there's plasma, so... Ooh, and supers. So early super location paying off. So we've got the base camo, we've got charged plasma, and really all we need are suits at this point. Nitro heading to Eticoons, and the Green Bryn middle portal, we think we already saw that one, so that is going to be to the lower West Meridia. And we got bombs, so we have our Camfly. Not that we needed it with high jump boots, but it's nice to have. It means you need less power bombs unless you want crystal flash ammo. Alright, on top of Green Bryn is the Upper North Fair Croc entrance. So, probably won't need that again. Nikplayer picking up his bombs. And I didn't see if he fell intentionally or if he just wanted to check this miner, but looking for supers, kind of understand it. And gets them. And a spring ball on Nitro's side, so we have at least a little bit of water movement. It's nice to have. Nikplayer's gonna get plasma and some more supers, so that's nice. While Nitro heads out of Green Bryn to the bottom right, which takes him back to Red Bryn. And we're gonna see that climb, see those other portals. The right side of the top left of Business Center is back of East Meridia. Okay. Not a bad location. Skipping the tube on Nitro's side for now. Not sure if he plans to check it after checking Spazer. Just in case this happens to be a helpful item at Spazer. And we get an E-tank, so... Oh, they came from the tube. Okay. And looked like Nikplayer was skipping the Wavegate item, but is going to check it now. I did not see, I think, if Nitro checked it, but Nitro is going to be going for X-Ray, so we'll see a couple more items here. Oh, that's where Spring was. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, they didn't have supers first time through. That makes sense. See, look at y'all smart. There's a reason I'm not in this tournament anymore. Yeah, Beardo, we're at 1-1. I missed the first two races, but these are both some incredible players, so this should be exciting to finish it up here. So far, I would say Nitro has a slight lead. Nikplayer just kind of following in his tracks a little bit, maybe a minute or two behind. And then we have the crab entrance from Mid-Red Bren into Criteria. Ooh, nice red tower ledge grab from Nitro. Yeah, these are some incredible players. I'm not as familiar with Nikplayer. I have not seen him play as much, but this is against Jake Break, and very incredible. Just very smooth movement. And Nitro, I know from Map Rando, just a very, very good player. Incredible memory. Doing the D-boost here and gets it on Nikplayer's side, while Nitro is going to be checking West Meridia. Drewski, thank you for the raid, 24. Hope your stream went well. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm in Florida. We're enjoying a nice rainy day. Not SM Rat, this is Dash Spiritus. We're going to get a Mama Turtle check here in a moment from Nitro. And we got a Various suit. Okay. So we are closer to go mode. See if Nitro gets some more supers. Not even going to check the left side, right side minor. Okay. So he's good to go. Yeah, Vari is huge. So at this point, Nitro, pretty much for go mode, just needs either Varia or the tech to get through East Meridia. So we'd be looking for Ice and Grapple. Nice spring ball bounce from Nikplayer. Could also get through East Meridia with just Grapple and Space Jump for Coliseum. Probably could do it with less. Although we do need a way to get to Batoon. I always forget that. So we need Crystal Flash ammo for the ridiculously tough, suitless Crystal Flash. Ice, gravity speed, something like that. We've got Chronic Boost from the right side of Red Tower. I did miss that earlier. We got Nitro going down to Meme Route. Which took us to Kraid and Ridley. So curious. Nitro's going to take out Ridley, get that taken care of. We don't have any other boss knowledge at this point, so... We did find the back of Rex ship, but we don't know who's there. The Nikplayer is going to be checking Bubble Mountain, it looks like. I like the play from Nitro better. You found Varia, you're going to want to go take care of Ridley, because this is not a good place to come back to. You don't want to get stuck here. And we'll see what Nikplayer finds in Bubble Mountain. Obviously hoping for a suit. We know it's not going to be Varia, but there could be a gravity suit here. Nitro having a clean Ridley so far. Charged Plasma is not too bad. You don't even have to worry about Ridley's tail eating your beams. So the super count doesn't matter. And we have a double jump at Speed Booster. Alright, Nitro has Ridley down, so that's our first boss at 2552-ish. And some more power bombs, so Nikplayer does have Crystal Flash ammo. And bombs. So, does have a way through Batoon Hallway, if needed. Should be fine to get health here. Yep. Gonna pause. Use some reserve. And I'm watching the Discord, but I feel like I'm delayed anyway. Am I coming through too late? Using that double jump to get up to the left side of Bubble Mountain. Okay, good deal. Thanks, Beardness. Nice quick draw. And we are checking Norfair Reserve, easily my least favorite room in the game, getting an E-tank. Since we're hell running, that's a nice thing to find. Still have to check wave. Nitro with the Ridley down is going to go back up, climb, and then parlor, and we'll see where Nitro goes next. Nikplayer going to do a little bit of farming. Want to have full health if possible. Make it a little bit easier. And we'll see what's a wave. Alright, Nitro, let's see. With high jump boots, could do wreck ship. So we'll see if Nitro chooses to go that way. Or go back to Red Bryn. Going to back of wreck ship. And just an E-tank at wave. So not quite as valuable having a various suit, but not terrible to have. Not what you're looking for, though. So Nitro's going to have the second boss down pretty soon. Nikplayer's going to have a little bit of catching up to do. And we will see what is at the back of single chamber. That said, actually, Nitro, if it's Dragon, would have to double springball jump to get out. And I didn't catch what single chamber portal was. I was watching Nitro. It was single portal? Torian? Okay. Thank you. Alright, so let's see who is in wreck ship. Do we have a gross Dragon fight? No, we don't. We have Fantoon. Okay, so vanilla Fantoon. I don't know about shifted that much, but I think there can only be one other vanilla boss possible. Nikplayer finding the top of Green Bryn portal. I'm gonna now go check the business center item. And we'll get rewarded with super, so charged plasma is nice, but having 20 supers is even better. And we're going to get a right side super check. So one thing about shifted is this has been turned into a major item to account for Fantoon not having anything behind him, and it's just an E-tank, so not what you're looking for again. And another E-tank just at ice, so we are still on the hunt for gravity, ice, gravity and speed would be nice. And Nitro is going to do top of wrecked ship. Possibly. Could just be checking the right side, either E-tank or reserve. I don't remember which one it is. And is leaving out the left side to check the portal. A lot of portals we still need to find, and we find the back of LN, so Nitro doing that. This is putting Nitro in quite a good position. We'll have 3 bosses down to Nikplayer's 0, so Nitro is in quite a good lead. And we find a screw attack at Firefly, so that will make getting out of Lower North Fair just a little bit easier. Not that we needed it with Plasma, but it's a nice to have item. While getting through Lower North Fair. Nitro ignoring the Wasteland Miner, I think just going at this point, hoping to find ice, grapple, you know, what you need to get through Meridia at this point, but that is at least all boss knowledge for Nitro once he gets through here. And Nikplayer on the way to Mama Turtle, so we'll find Varia very soon. And we have Crave, so that is going to be a vanilla Dragon, which makes things, I don't want to say more complicated, but nice quick kill from Nitro. And a gravity suit. So now Meridia is easy. Nitro's in pure go mode, just needs to finish up. Dragon knows where Dragon is, knows where Torian is. Doesn't even need to check more portals, doesn't need to check more items, can get through the Zebs. Does need the V2Nitro access. Thank you, Beamer. So be curious where that's found. Are these power bombs? They're not. But a substantial lead for Nitro. Shouldn't have too much trouble with all the minor locations. And Nikplayer now making their way down to Meme Route. We'll do Creighton Ridley as well. but unfortunately it might be a little bit too little too late. And still supers for Nitro, so still needs that Crystal Flash ammo. Good CF clip to V2N. Needs one more Power Bomb pack, Ice or Speed. Yeah, these players both have crazy good movement. Nitro's has been fantastic. He's really just been picking the right route. Nikplayer has been playing well, just hasn't picked the right route, I think. Didn't take care of Ridley as early as he could have. And we're getting a wreck ship reserve. I think that's what it is. Check here. And it is ice, so there's our V2N access. So Nitro now is in full go mode. Nitro's race to lose at this point by a fairly good margin. And our path to East Meridia, I don't remember. I think was in Red Tower. Could have been Business Center. I think it was in Business Center, right side. Yeah. Okay, so right side, Business Center takes us to East Meridia, which will be Nitro's final boss. Doesn't have to check. This is a crazy seed. I haven't seen a seed where this few portals needed to be checked. Nikplayer having a very clean climb, not an easy room. Probably not going to see any checks out of Nitro, has plenty of ammo. Charge Ice Plasma is good damage. Wave would be a very nice luxury, but not required at all. Nikplayer is on the catch-up game with bosses. Nitro checking that portal, I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe just seeing if it has a quick way back to Torian. I thought Nitro saw Torian. Or was that Nikplayer? Nick did, okay. Alright, so that'll be a little bit more time for Nitro to find Torian, but hard to say if that's going to be enough for Nikplayer to catch up. Nitro picking up that E-Tank in Batoon hallway. Well, Nikplayer finishes off Fantoon. Missing that Doppler. Probably just needs a couple more rounds. Nitro doing a nice job getting across Coliseum. And Nikplayer and Raging Fantoon. Not usually what you want to do. Alright, that's a Fantoon down while we have a Dragon fight going on. Nitro choosing to use charge strats, being almost out of supers. And that's a dead Dragon. Alright, so Nitro now just needs to find Torian. Nikplayer not even checking left side of Meridia quite yet. Gonna save first. Ooh, and is heading to Wreck Ship Reserve. So, might check the item and then reset, and then go check the portal to get the LN access. Nikplayer getting the Ice Beam, so does have full access now. Just that gravity suit from Go mode. Could still do it with this TF clip, but not needed anymore. And Nikplayer also doing top of wreck ship. While Nitro is on the hunt for Torian. Wait, Nitro didn't do top of wreck ship. Never mind. Scratch that. Alright, Nitro has found Torian, so should make quick work. See some clean Metroid rooms. Could do a baby skip. A little bit harder without speed booster, but is possible. Doesn't really need it though. Alright. Decent M1. M2 a little bit less clean. M3 is good. Nikplayer moving down towards the boss in Lower Norfair. Has everything they need. Also checking fire fleas. Getting that screw attack. And Nitro not damaging down, so let's see if we can get a successful baby skip here. And we don't. We know it's inconsequential. Has plenty of time to refill. Nikplayer still needing 2 bosses down. So I think the only thing that could save Nikplayer at this point, because I don't think Nitro has saved in quite a while, is some kind of catastrophe in Mother Brain. Yeah, I agree, Mad Matt. Pretty much GG at this point. Nitro has everything needed to beat Mother Brain. And that is a finished MB1. Nitro with charge, ice, plasma, plenty of energy to spare. Nikplayer picking up that gravity suit, unfortunately not enough time to do anything with it. Excuse me. Alright, we've got Mother Brain 2 down on Nitro's side. Damage down correctly, so just 32 or 4 shots from beginning the escape. Nikplayer exiting Lower North Fair. And is headed left. Interesting. So, planning on doing a reverse acid dive. I'm not entirely sure why. Mother Brain 3 is one of those weird fights. I actually prefer not having high jump boots. I have not been able to learn how to do this nice, clean Mother Brain 3 kill like Nitro's doing. And all we have now is a escape. Not likely we will find ourselves saving the animals. So Nikplayer was headed to the front of East Meridia. So that was their plan, doing the reverse acid dive. And we are moments away from Nitro claiming Game 3, getting the Moonfall, the last one of the game. No speed booster, had to take the long route, will have to do a climb. Is it a left side or right side climb? Probably a left side. And here we go. Alright. Last door transition of the game. Nitro's headed to the ship. Get your GGs in the chat for Nitro finishing Game 3 as the winner of the 2-2 with an official time of 56:45 according to Nitro. Don't have racetime.gg open. So 56:44, the official racetime.gg time. Nikplayer is forfeiting. We will see if we can get these players in for an interview. We are joined by Nikplayer.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's. Let me see if Nitro will join us. And we are joined by Nitro. GG's to the both of you. So I was not here for the first two races. Let's try to start from beginning to end. How did the races go for both of you in the first two?
Well, first of all, GG's, and well, we can try. I'm already struggling to remember what happened in the first seed.
Yeah. I remember that the first seed, the West Meridia, was the play, and I did it very late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the West Criteria portals. It was like Main Street and Red Tower. I think we had no power bombs, if I recall. Was that that seed?
I think yeah. We don't have power bombs yet.
Yeah. So I imagine you chose to go down the tube and into Red Tower, whereas I chose to go down Crab Hole and into Green Bryn.
Yep, I did all the Red Tower stuff without power bombs. I didn't check X-ray, but I found Krokomaya and I skipped it. So I went up and I think I found my power bombs on Alpha PBs. I don't remember. And I go back to Krog, and in Krog was 2 E-tanks. It was very sad. And no. First of all, I did 1 E-tank hell run lone upper Norfair to Bubble Mountain. But I found here, I don't know, like 1 or 2 E-tanks, something like that, and I had 2 choices to go West Meridia or Krokomaya, and I chose Krokomaya, and yeah, that was a very bad play.
Yeah, that first seed, that's definitely unfortunate. That's pretty much the entire difference, is that decision right at the beginning, because I get Varia and in Green Bryn, and that pretty much just instantly decides it, because I do get power bombs and can get out just fine. So it ends up just being way, way better.
Yep. And the second seed, I think I routed this very well. I don't remember what was in second seed, but I remember I found very, very early 2 suits and charge beam, and I collected some armor, but I didn't risk it for collecting armor because it's so much time lost, and I did have ice and charge on Mother Brain.
Yeah.
And I I don't know, 35 supers, something like that. And the third seed, again West Meridia. I hate West Meridia for that. I hate this. Oh man, when I first went first West Meridia and first and third seed, it would be a little bit difference against us.
For sure.
Well,
yeah, the third seed was...
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Nitro.
No, I was just saying that third seed was a pretty wild one. I won't lie. I was like, there were several instances where I was like, extremely pleased for things to go my way. Like, obviously hitting the Varia was great, but then like Gravity showing up where it did was like just kind of incredible.
Yeah, that third seed, Nitro, and this is what I was told from Chad, is Nitro, you god routed the first seed, Nikplayer god routed the second seed. Nitro, you routed this extremely well. You got Varia, immediately went to kill Ridley, and everything just kind of fell into place after that. What are your thoughts?
The most straightforward route just worked out incredibly well at that point after getting Varia. Yeah, the only like real decision I could have made was going out the front of LN, but I decided to just backtrack all the way out to do the back of East, and that was definitely a good idea because I got ice on the way out. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done that because, see, my thought was I can't risk going to the front of Lower Norfair because if it's Croc or Torian, it's just GG pretty much. But that's actually not true because it actually can't be Croc or Torian because the dash area randomizer has like a built-in prevention. It can't be two-way areas into a dead end. So it's actually impossible for that portal to have been Croc or Torian, so I probably should have just gone out the front.
Yeah, and we have that knowledge of the portals. And Nikplayer, you actually did go out the front of LN. That's where you were at while Nitro was in Torian finishing off Mother Brain. So definitely a heads up play on your part. I didn't quite understand it at the time, but definitely heads up. You got to the west side of East Meridia a lot quicker than Nitro got to the east side of West Meridia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should do West Meridia. That was the play. And yeah, I did all the stuff on the third seat. It was very hard this seat, I can lie. But yeah, I did all the stuff, and when I found Varia on West Meridia, I knew, oh my god, okay, it's GG. But yeah, Nitro can play the same game like me, so I didn't give up. But yeah, unfortunate, Nitro did
Unfortunate.
it.
And you both played incredibly well. GG's to you both. Your movement is so fun to watch. It's so smooth, both of you. Nitro, of course, moving on to the next round. I don't know your opponent off the top of my head, and I don't have the screen up in front of me, but good luck to you the rest of the way out. But yeah, that third seed it was interesting because, I mean, you had pretty much both suits charge for the majority of the seed. It's probably one of the few seeds I've seen where you really didn't even have to check all of the portals, which was very interesting to me. And I thought you both played very well.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. And it will be Derp, I believe, that I play next, so looking forward to that one.
That'll be an amazing race. Any last thoughts from either of you before we close this out?
No, thank you for hopping on comms here. Appreciate it. And yeah, GG's, Nick. It was hard fought for both of us for sure. And yeah, GG's.
Yeah, also GG's Nitro. Good luck with Derp. And yeah, thank you very much for this tournament. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, I looking forward for the future races, and good luck for all races.
All right, fantastic.
Thank you for commentating, Sky.
Yeah, my pleasure. I was so happy to hop onto this final race. I did not catch the first two with work and everything, but to see this last one, very fun to watch. Again, you are both very exciting players to watch. Appreciate you both. GG's to you, and good luck, Nitro, through the rest of the tournament. That will wrap us up here for these races. And as always with Super Metroid, see you next mission.